and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
19.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Travis Hunter making that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go, Riggs! Riggs! '19 tight! 19 tight! Ready, right?
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Cougar 19!
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready, ready! 60 by Cup 19! Cup 19!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
60.
First down throw here from Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Richardson to throw again. Into traffic, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Rattler! 18 Rattler! Ready, ready?
They'll throw again, Richardson. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Aubrey puts it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tutin. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready? 77 Wolf. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds Hunter downfield. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready?
On the give, it's Stooten. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go! 19 sight. 9. Cougar 9.
Working now from the gun. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10
Come on,
at the
come on.
45-yard line.
Panthers. Let's go.
Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they could get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
Brought in right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Warriors. 70. 79 Broncos. Ready up.
To throw, Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready up.
Throwing again, Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Richardson on third. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go. Strike. 60 Vikings. 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone.
Red. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They are throwing it again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Tootin headed left. Rolling into enemy territory. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Tootin punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits his running back. There he goes, right sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Jaguars 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They strike for 23 yards. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Tootin gets it from the gun. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
I'll throw it here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Lewis Cine. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Hand off to Tootin. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Need better results here on second and goal from the 10.
Let's go now. Ready,
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his running back as his Bayshore Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10.
Ready. 70 ring. 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2, 6, pass all 80. Let's go.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Buys time, rolling right. Look at this, here he goes. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
18 Cardinals. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They're going for it. Here's Richardson. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now come out throwing. Looking slant route, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. Second down now. They need 7.
Come on, come on. Set. Liking 18. Buffalo 18.
I'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
It's a gain of 5.
On 3rd down, here's Tootin. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this.
70 Timberwolves.
They're going to throw for it on 4. Pass complete, screenplay. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On the check.
First down from the 42.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go now. Traffic Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw. Ooh, puts him air under this one, right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Here we go. Start.
And he's into the end zone for 2. That throws the lead to an even 2 touchdowns. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ready up.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Ready, set.
And the Cowboy first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And screen here to Blue. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Connecting on the slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Richardson to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down.
Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Drops this underneath. It's Blue. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Now.
Working quickly here.
19 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
First down throw here from Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime.
A 29-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And the lead is back down to 9. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for Exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60. Crack all 80. Crack all 80.
This play's a design run. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Pioneer.
He's going to throw this one. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Get it. Ready.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Got it. Ready?
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 by 60.
Back to throw. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's taken down at the 30. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Still sticking with the passing game. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Gets this to Fant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. It is Kupp, left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush, finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
To throw, Richardson. That one's complete, right side. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Third and just 2 to go.
Buffalo 18.
There he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Cowboys will line up for
19.
Running back sent in motion. Richardson's going to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Working now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Bronco 80. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
The Jags have the offense out for another 2-point attempt.
The Jaguars.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready? 70 push.
Richardson on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
18, 5 in. Ready?
Back to the air. It's Richardson. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Richardson sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west. Right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Get it. Ready,
Back to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Fant. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Big Lion.
At the 8-yard line.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Jaguars have the football, and they're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our 4th quarter. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Go, Rig. Go. Go.
Line up the design keeper. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. Let go.
This time he's looking to throw. Out wide, it's Thomas. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
Cowboys 26. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the jump.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Ready. 18, run. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And go see the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down throw here from Richardson. Pass is caught by Blue. He's got it in the red zone. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Cowboys first down.
First
and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, pass. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Bronco 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60. Riggs.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. He put some juice on a deep throw, and oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Travis Hunter.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Practice 60, 19 type, 19 type. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's got a man left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now motion him out of the backfield.
Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
19. 18, Robert.
From the red zone on 1st. And they pick him off again. That is Caleb Bransall. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. 30. Gets the 10. Push for the into the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. Here we go, second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with third and long.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Throw here, third down. And we put everything he's got behind it. He's got it deep downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
Viking 18.
6 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
To the air on this first down. Richardson going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
On the ball, on the ball.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Go.
Once more now. It's Richardson. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
19, cut 19. Cut.
Richardson to throw again. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
The Cowboys
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Going again, Richardson. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Cowboys 32. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
19, 92. 60, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Marquise Bell making the play. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. On him quick, and they bring it down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 20-yard line.
Buffalo at 60 Bobcats.
Looking in the air here. Looking slant route, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Escapes out to the left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Marquise Bell making the play. And he's going to score pick six for Dallas. Rookie quarterback, Brock, threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Palmer. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has the Jaguar first down, Brock. And they can run out the clock on this win.
It's a gain of 11.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
41-yard
Here we go. Ready.
Taking on 1st and 10. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Setting up to pass. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the floor. If you want to act, you can keep yourself where you at.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So here comes the kicking unit. I cannot believe they're going to try for this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Well, he certainly gave it his all in pursuit of the record, but his kick doesn't connect from significant distance. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they continue playing their best ball of the